everybody. It's me, Sailor Moon. And it's me, Sailor Pluto. I mean, my mistake. It's me, Queen Beryl. My mistake. And today we're going to review TakeOver. And this edition of TakeOver, here are the matches. Well, first we had Dustin Thunder Dagger in his first other OWW appearance taking on Tyler Breeze. And for his first WWE match, it was really good. I mean, Dustin Thunder Dagger and Tyler Breeze worked very well in the ring with each other. I mean, it was a really good match. I enjoyed it. You know, I think that these two could possibly put on other matches together, but I believe that WWE might this might be the only appearance for Dustin Thunder Dagger. So I don't know if he's going to be doing other matches with other people, but anyway, this was a really good match and I enjoyed it, and Dustin Thunder Dagger defeated Tyler Breeze. Then we had the Broad Villains, Adrian English and Simon Gott, take on Blake and Murphy of Alexa Bliss, and they brought in Blue Pants to be with them. And it was a really good tag team match. I mean, Blake and Murphy worked very well, and so did the Broad Villains. I mean, this was a really good tag team match, and I enjoyed it. You know, there were a lot of times where you thought Blake and Murphy were going to retain, and there were a lot of times where you thought the Broad Villains were going to win. And then eventually Alexa Bliss decides she has to get involved, and Blue Pants decides to take her out of the equation. And at the end, the Broad Villains, Adrian English and Simon Gott defeat Blake and Murphy to become the NXT Tag Team Champions. So that was a really good tag team match. Should I go on now? Queen Beryl said sure. Then we had the debuting Apollo Crews take on Ty Derringer, the guy who is 10. And this was a really good match. I mean, for Apollo Crews' first time in WWE, he did really well. And Tyler Derringer worked very well with him as well. This was a really good match, and I enjoyed it. And, you know, and you had Apollo Crews defeat Ty Derringer. Then we had Samoa Joe taking on Baron Corbin. Really good match. I mean, these two worked very well together. And there were a lot of times in this match where you thought, oh, that Baron Corbin had it won, Samoa Joe had it won. But at the end, Samoa Joe defeats Baron Corbin by submission. Then we had the NXT Women's Heavyweight Championship on the line, with Bayley taking on Sasha Banks. And this was a really good match. I mean, Bayley and Sasha Banks did a lot of good moves during this match. There were a lot of near falls. I know a lot of people are going to have their opinions on the diva wrestlers these days, but I felt really good. I mean, there were a lot of times where you thought Bayley had it won, a lot of times you thought Sasha Banks had it retained. At the end, Bayley defeats Sasha Banks and becomes the NXT Women's Heavyweight Champion for the first time. Okay, so I guess I'll finish it off in here. And then you had Finn Balor, the NXT Heavyweight Championship on the line versus Kevin Owens in a ladders match. And there were a lot of good parts in here. A lot of parts where Kevin Owens used the ladder on Finn Balor. Finn Balor used the ladder on Kevin Owens. There were a lot of times where you thought that Kevin Owens had it won, because you thought Finn Balor had it won. There was a lot of, you know, good ladder moves in this match. But at the end, Finn Balor defeats Kevin Owens and retains the NXT Heavyweight Championship in the ladders match. Sorry for that burp. Anyway, I thought this was a really good takeover. I enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed it too. Sailor Moon, Queen Beryl, and I'll see you tomorrow.